Hey, what's up? Let's do some math today. In this video, we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing fractions. So first, let's talk about multiplying and the process needed to do that. So that's what that stands for. It's not x, it's a multiplication sign. All right, first and foremost, what we're going to do, number one, is simplify early and at the end. So first thing we'll do is take a look at any numbers, see if we can simplify. Maybe we can't. We'll multiply, and then we'll see if we can simplify again at the end. And with that, we can simplify a couple of different ways. So let's put an A there. All right, we can simplify vertically or diagonally going either direction, like going down or going up from left to right. If you can't simplify, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the numerators together and multiply the denominators together. So that's what that stands for. N and N numerators, D and D denominators. So real quick example, let's go with 3/5 times 2/7. We want to take a look and see if there's anything we can cancel out this way, which we can't, or we also want to take a quick look at the diagonal. So let's try a highlighter, see if there's anything that cancels out there or there, and there isn't. So we'll move on to the final step, which is just multiply the numerators together. 3 times 2, which is 6. 5 times 7, 35. Box it, walk away. So multiplying is fairly straightforward. Division, a little more complicated. But for division, we also have 3 letters that help us out with it. K, C, F. Gotta be really careful. It's not KFC, it's KCF. And what that stands for is keep, change, flip. And not only that, this is a specific order in which all of this happens. So what this means is that we're going to keep the first fraction as is. We're going to, so our fraction a over b stays as fraction a over b. We're going to change the division sign to a multiplication sign. And then we're going to flip the fraction, so that second fraction, c over d, and make it d over c. So let's do a quick example here. Let's say we had 7/12 divided by 3/4. First thing we're going to want to do is simplify, or sorry, is to do keep, change, flip, not simplify. So we keep the 7/12. Then we're going to change the the division sign to a multiplication sign, and then we flip the second fraction to make it 4/3. At this point, we have a multiplication problem. And I see that we have 2 things that can cancel out diagonally here. You can take a 4 out of each of these, and this leaves us with 7/9. Because 7 times 1, 3 times 3. So that's the process, real quick, real fast. Now let's do a couple of examples and see what we can take from this. So our first example, 14/15 times 10/7. We want to see again if we can simplify anything, and vertically there's nothing we can simplify, but diagonally there is a lot. So here we can take out a 7, leaving us with a 1 and then a 2. Here we can take out a 5, which is going to get us a 2 and a 3. And now we're going to multiply what's left. So just to show you, I'm going to rewrite it. We have 2/3 times 2/1. If you want to, you can do this step, or you can just look at these numbers right here and do the multiplication that way. So 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 1 is 3. Our final answer there is 4/3. Next one, we have a division problem. So here we want to do a little keep, change, flip. So keep, change, flip, keep that in mind. Keep the first fraction as 24/35. Then we'll change our division to multiplication and flip the fraction to make it 5/4. Now, what I'm going to recommend is don't simplify at this stage right here. Simplify. Because you're going to flip some things. So you don't know if anything is going to cancel out yet. Wait till here, then see if you can simplify anything. And right now, I don't think that simplifies, and that doesn't simplify. But now, diagonally, we have things that do simplify. Here, we didn't have anything diagonally that simplified, but we hadn't done our flipping yet. So we shouldn't have. But yeah, we can simplify a few things. So this is going to give me a 7, and that's going to give me a 1. This is going to give me a 6 and a 1. And so now I have 6 times 1, 7 times 1, 6/7 box it, walk away. Now, got another example here, or two more examples, I should say. So in this one, it looks like it should simplify, but it can't. And sometimes that's okay. It just won't simplify. And so all we have to do is be happy because there's less work. We just have to multiply some numbers. So 10 times 2 is 20. And then 21 times 3 is going to be 63. Again, it looks like it can simplify, but I can't find any common factors there. So we'll box it. We'll walk away. Now, we have a similar problem. Same numbers, different sign. We do a little keep, change, flip. Let's see what happens here. So we'll have 10 over 21 times that by 3 over 2. Now, we definitely have things that can simplify. But you know what? Just to show you, I'm not going to simplify. So I have 30 over 42 if I were just to multiply that out. Now, even if I didn't simplify at the beginning, I should be looking at this number and be like, man, that number looks a little too big. Like, I think I can reduce it. And I can. I can definitely take out at least a 3 in both of these. So if I take out a 3, that will give me 10. And then that would give me 14. So now I'm looking at 10 over 14. And then I can keep going. I can take out a 2 in both of these. So if I take out a 2, I'll get 5 over 7. And then that's as far as I can go. And so the point here is that sometimes you forget to simplify. And that's okay. But you can always simplify at the end and you can double check. So anyways, that was a real quick video about how we multiply and divide fractions. Multiplying is all about simplifying early and often. And then you just multiply numerators and denominators together. And then dividing is about keep, change, flip. Good luck on your practice, and let me know if you have any questions.